today we're back in another video. Today, PTFS has finally brought a new update, and this update might be the biggest update they have possibly brought out. And in this update, we are going to be looking through some new planes, and we got a huge airport remodel, and we got some other cool stuff, even new island and some other device support systems. So we are going to be checking them out today in this video. So make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and leave a like on this video. And yeah, let's get into this video. So first off, you might notice where we are right now. Well, you take a very good look. Yes, this is the new airport remodel. You might know which airport is this. Yes, this is the new Perth airport. They got a remodel, and you can already see some very cool expansions and changes around here. This kind of resembles the actual airport in real life, including these gates. In the real life, there's actually double floored gates like these ones. And we have an expansion here, a new expansion, and that's a very weird gateway, but alright. And you might be wondering what this spot is. Well, this is the new domestic terminal. Yes, they added the new domestic terminal around here. We got some new hangars here and some new space around here. And it looks like we got a little slight big changes into the cargo area. I think it got a bit bigger with some extra hangars. So that is cool. Sadly, they did not change the runways. The runways are still the same, the straight and the diagonal one. So this is how the entrance of the airport looks like, the terminal entrance. So it's not that much changes, but look at the interior. The interior is so cool. They are very cool. I think this must be the first airport ever detailed this much. Like, there's some very cool details you can notice around here. Like, look at this. Look at this part of the town. It's so cool. So this is the entrance to the new domestic terminal, and it doesn't look that much changes to the old. The new one out there, they have some nice detailing around here. But if you guys notice, now it's a bit brighter, the lights. So apparently Roblox have made two options for their lighting. So one of their lightings is the realistic one, but sadly, some people have been having some issues lately about the lag for this light, so they brought back the old light. So this is why it looks like this, so bright. And yeah, this is the domestic terminal. This is what it looks like. So guys, if you go to the planes options, you could see we got some new planes here. So this is the new DC-10. So this is the new DC-10. Look at this bad boy. This plane has been highly requested by the community to be brought into the game. And I guess they finally brought it in. As you guys can see, that we have 3 engines in here and 1 engine mounted on the rudder, which is very cool. We got some new landing gear changes on these, which looks pretty sick. On these ones as well, which is pretty nice. And some very cool textures on these engine rims, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So if you guys notice, that we have a similar plane like this called the Douglas MD-11. So this is what the plane looks like. And there's some very quite changes to the planes with the comparing with the DC-10 and the Douglas MD-11. Like, we can notice there's some few fuselage changes. Like, the DC-10 fuselage is quite small, while the MD-11 is quite big, if you noticed. And only the MD-11 is the only one who has a middle landing gear, while the DC-10 does not have one because that's how it is in real life. So I'm so happy they finally added the DC-10. It has been a highly requested plane like forever now. I mean, they should have replaced the MD-11 with the DC-10, but I guess they kept it cause why not? So this is what the plane sounds like when it is on, like when the engine is on and it's on idle. The sound is very interesting. Like it's not like the same ones like the other planes. This one has a unique sound, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So guys, this is what the plane sounds like when it's at full throttle. Just listen to this bad boy. Yo! You hear that sound? That is the sound of the DC-10. It has like I said, this has a very unique sound, which is insane. Like, hear that sound. And this is how it takes off, which is very insane. And let's see how the landing gear goes up. Boom. Typical PTFS experience, but yeah. Okay, let's try to see if we can come in for a landing and get a very smooth butter landing for this vehicle. That was a pretty alright landing if you ask me. I mean, it looks pretty sick. Also, this is the another version of the DC-10. This is a DC-10 cargo version and it has the same cargo door. That's the only changes we can notice here. So it opens the same as the old, like the new plane that came out recently. It has the same thing like this, so yeah. Also, we got another new plane. This is the same DC-10, but this is a military version. This is a refueling plane, and it is in the shape of the DC-10. This is exactly the copy of DC-10, but it has a refueling rod behind it, and this is a refueling plane. If you notice, there's a refueling thingy right out there, and the cargo door over here. So for the DC-10 we have some couple of interesting liveries, like we have some Air French, we have the Turkey Airlines, the new one that came out, Air Old Zealand, stuff like that. And we only but for the DC-10F, the cargo version of the DC-10 has only one livery and just a plain one over here. So we got the new KC-10, but sadly this is the only livery it has. So yeah. So next up, if you guys go to Orangey, you might notice there's something new in the map. Something we haven't noticed yet. Something new has appeared in the map. Yes, there's a new bird island. They have replaced the old rocky island there, which had a very small airport, and they made it into a bird island. So this is the new island called the new bird island in PTFS. So if you guys want to know where it is, it's basically just beside Orangey. You can just check in the map, there's a new island there. It was an old rocky map. So now they changed and they added this new island for aesthetics, I guess. So if you guys know, this island is based on an island in real life called Seychelles. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. I believe it's Seychelles. Seychelles. But yeah, it's based on that island. And apparently this is a very small airport also. Like, there's some very small houses in here, some trees. There's a hangar and an aircraft spawner right there. And I believe this is the airstrip right here. This is the airstrip for the, I believe this is only for small aircrafts. That's it. And also you can spawn a helicopter here, which is very sick. Speaking of helicopters, they finally have made a new helicopter physics in the game, if you guys have noticed. So let's try out the new physics. Usually when we do like this, it goes forward. And sometimes we notice it's going down. which is weird. I don't know why it wants to go down. But now you can finally hold it and not let it go down. Even at full throttle. See how much I am doing that? It's not falling. It's not falling. See, the helicopter is not falling at all. And how we always do, just if you want to stop, you can just hold this and the helicopter will stop immediately. Like, how cool is that? Okay, so apparently we got a little mini-map update. And if you guys notice, we have some new white lines on this mini-map. So I think most of you might have figured out what this white lines are supposed to mean. So these lines are basically just runway lines, that's it. So in case of you guys doing the IFR like approach and stuff like that, so this thing would be in serious usefulness. It'll be in great use. Also, they finally have added the new search bar in the plane category, so you don't have to scroll down and find your plane, which takes so goddamn long, which is pretty annoying if you ask me. I know it is pretty annoying. Like, if you just type DC10 and it'll appear, like, that's so good they did. This we should have had this a long time ago, which is great what they just did. So yeah. And last thing, we have finally got the new console support. So this game finally supports console. I mean, it did support console a long time ago, but there was so much software you need to do for setting up like the keybinds and all that stuff, which was really annoying. But they finally made a really working console support, so you don't have to do all of those keybinds and stuff like that, which is really annoying, but they fixed it. And we can, if the players who play on console, they can finally play it on it. So yeah. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this update. I hope you like the new airport remodels and stuff like that. The new airplane we got, the new fueling airplane, the DC-10, and the new airport remodels and the new common features we can see in the mini maps. I will surely upload more PTFS videos, don't worry, since that's the only thing that's making me grow right now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.